I was talking Mid-Valley softball. We were going through the season. I think it was somewhere maybe late March, early April. Like, hey, let's get together. Let's do some interviews. And probably gotten a couple rain delays, and then it pushed on a little more. And here we are at the end of the season as state champions at Mid-Valley. And it's been a couple weeks, but I'm sure it still feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's cool to hear. But yeah, it still feels awesome. The community support, I can't believe the amount of alumni, parents, businesses in our community and neighboring communities reaching out, offering us pizza parties, different things like that. So it's really awesome to see all the support we're getting from everybody.
Let's talk about the competition in District 2. And man, there's some great teams this year. You guys happen to be the state champs, but kudos to everybody in District 2 that kind of pushed everybody along the way.
Yeah, there's some great softball in District 2. I mean, look at the run Abington had in 4A. I think Valley View and Tunkhannock were capable to make a deep run. It's just, and I've learned that years ago. I remember watching Holy Redeemer. We thought we played them tough one year. They go on and win the state title, and we're like, wow, this is good softball here in District 2. And every year, I think our district proves that.
Mid-Valley, it's kind of like, I don't want to say a youth movement, but like the coaching at Mid-Valley, you go through the sports. Like, it's like a shot in the arm in every sport, including what you've done with softball. Talk a little bit about that camaraderie you guys have as coaches, and it just seems like you guys have really brought that community even closer together through athletics. It's nice to watch that over the years.
Yeah, it is neat to see, and we're all near the same age, and Mid-Valley alum, actually. But I mean, I know the track team, won a couple championships recently. Baseball is a great program, basketball, golf team, and it's all, we're all at the same time, we're all, doing pretty well. So it is neat to see that everyone succeed and kind of putting Mid-Valley sports on the map.
Let's talk about the work ethic of these girls, the buy-in they've had. It's not just 1 year, it's been years in the making. Putting in the work on the gym, and then on the field, and now with a brand new field.
Yeah, the new field is awesome. But that's what I tell the kids. This started way before them. We had great kids over the last 12 years, and each senior class kind of shows the next class, our standards and our expectations, and it gets passed on. So, when we win a district title or a state title, I always tell them, it's not just us, it's the community, it's the former players. But it truly was just an awesome experience to build this to where it is, and it's still kind of surreal that we've reached that pinnacle of high school softball.
You just don't know who you're going to run into, and you got to be able to handle every situation. Unfortunately, we saw that with Valley View this year in an early round there. It's like, wow, that shocked them. People thought they were going to make a deep run, but it's sometimes it's a matchup here or there, not your day. We just don't know, but. For you and your ladies, just talk about the grind and being able to get those 1-0, 2-1 wins that just made the difference.
Yeah, and I tell everyone, I think every year there's probably 8 to 12 teams who have a real shot of winning the state title. And once you get in that tournament, you have to get some luck. Baseball and softball is a funny game. One break, you could lose a game and be eliminated unexpectedly. But, I think with us, there was just a lot of belief. Our kids, we believed in our kids, they believed in themselves, and they believed in each other. And that's something we talked about from day one. And we weren't shy to tell people, hey, we think we're one of the state's best and we can win this. So we kind of put that out there into the universe, and I think that kept us focused. We always knew, you might have a bad day, a bad game, but our goal was bigger. And I think just having all that belief in each other and ourselves, when push came to shove and we were down a run late in the game, we really believed that we were going to come back and win. And credit to our kids, they got it done.
One thing you think about when you think of a Mid-Valley student athlete, I always think of a blue-collar kid, whether it's a young lady or a young man in Mid-Valley, and that resiliency that they have. Talk a little bit about the families these kids come from.
Absolutely. We have great team parents, and by team parents, I mean all of the parents on our team. They, it's tough in spring sports. Rain could change a practice from 4:30 to 3 or 3 to 6, and our families have just been great. But they get the kids there every day, and they have high expectations for their kids as well. But they work really hard in practice. They're always there. But yeah, we have a great community, great families, great kids. It's a pleasure to coach these kids.
Let's talk about your coaching philosophy. Coaches, that coached you, and the influences you had around you to kind of mold yourself into who you are and bringing out the best.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. I remember early on just coaching JV baseball and kind of just showing up like, hey, what are we going to do today? And then I got on the football circuit there, and I was with Coach Bazzalia for several years, and I saw, hey, we have meetings on Sunday nights for 3 hours. When you get there, you get handed a practice plan with details of what's going on. And I kind of said, wow, I got to step up a little bit and do something like this. So, and he's someone who, after every playoff win, Coach Bazzalia would call me, text me, wish me luck in the next round. So he's someone that was, a mentor to me and kind of, showed me how it's supposed to be done. So he had a big impact on us. And, as far as philosophy, I think really high expectations we have of our kids, but we also offer a ton of support. So, more of an encouraging environment as opposed to, punitive or yelling at kids. That's kind of not our style. We want, kids to feel good, play good, and sometimes it's more encouragement than reprimands that kind of, gets us to where we want to be.
Let's talk about the confidence both in the coaching staff and in the young ladies through the district playoffs and the state playoffs. Was it always there to say, hey, we got this, we're controlling our own destiny?
Yeah, it was, and I'll tell you, and I think people thought I was crazy 2 years ago. We would say, hey, we're going to win the state title. So, I do feel like a huge relief, weights lifted off my chest, because I put that out there. But I just wanted those kids to know that the staff really believes this. We're not just telling them something. If we're willing to, tell anybody that, hey, we're this good, and we think that if we play our A game, we could get it done. I think that helped the kids buy in and realize, hey, maybe we are that good. And they, sure enough, they bought in, and even when we were down, we never really felt tense or stressed, because we just felt like someone would pick us up, and game after game, somebody did.
Let's talk about that senior leadership on the squad and the experience under their belt in the last 4 years.
Yeah, and that's huge. And I thought we were ready 2 years ago when we went to the state title game. Looking back, we were wide-eyed. We were looking around. We couldn't believe we were in the stadium. And this year, we kind of joked around like, hey, this is a business trip. We ended up staying overnight. We didn't leave the hotel. I told the kids, we're not going to get pictures with the Lion. We're going to eat dinner. We're going to hang out. We're going to go to bed, and we're going to win a state title the next day. So, being that they were there, we had 5 starters that played in that game in 2021. They were very focused, cool, calm, collected, and looking over at the other side, I still think the other team was taking it in. I think it was their first time in the state playoffs. So, even when you think you're ready, until the kids go through that and see that, I don't know if they truly are. And I think that experience just through the whole playoff run, that kept us calm and allowed us to get those big hits when we needed it.
Let's talk about being rock stars on the way home and what that was like, and the celebration, and the people, as you said, that are reaching out from all over the place saying, hey, you guys did it, congratulations, we're proud of you here in District 2.
Yeah, that was emotional on the way home. We're 54 years as a school with no state titles, so we did a parade through town when we got home, and you see people with Letterman jackets from the 70s on. You see adults crying in the streets. Like, that was overwhelming, and it made me realize, like, wow, I'm thinking this is just a little high school sport that we're coaching here, but you see the impact that it could have on a community. And our community loves to get together and come out and celebrate us, and they've done it when we won district titles, when any sport wins a district title. But to win that big one, it was humbling, it was overwhelming, and it was just a great thing for our community, and we were just so proud that we could get it done for everybody.
Well, Mike, great to see you. Congratulations, and awesome job, state champions, Mid-Valley softball.
Absolutely. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.